Ykeme back in the building. Just wanted to stock the rule and just give a review and a esoteric breakdown of the movie Doctor Strange. You'll be happy to know that nowadays, y'all, like, they put in the truth, like, all out there in front. You feel me? Like, seriously. But overall, it was a pretty good movie. You know, I can't even deny it. It was kind of esoteric, but it was like, to me, it was put to where the simplest mind would understand it. You know, one of the parts that I did like about the movie was how they, like, use life force energy. They gave the understanding of how to harness certain energies to heal. And that's a lot of what Terrain and myself have done in other videos that we have done on our other channel. I mean, to the average mind it's deep, but to me it's like pretty much, it just made me feel familiar. I think the dope part was how they took their life force energy and they created weapons, and it was like they used, I know I probably sound real nerdy when I say this, but basically what they did was they took the chi energy and they manipulated to make weapons, and those weapons were made at some point from sacred geometry. So they also used this same energy to open up portals, which was pretty dope. And it's not that they really open up portals to different dimensions, but they open up different portals to places in the world. One of my favorite parts of the movie was how they really dug into astral projection, and only people who consciously astral project can relate fully to this movie. It really exposed a lot. If you are a true sorcerer and you're going to see a lot of the sciences that you may have practiced, and it's just, very amusing. It's very eye-opening. Like, I had a friend of mine to watch it, and she's not really like into metaphysics or occult. Like, she's still kind of religious. So I took the movie and I dissected and broke it down to where a child would understand. But it is, like, the average person who's caught up in religion, they would definitely think, oh, that's not real, and that type of stuff doesn't happen. Like, the movie hyped it up, but as far as that astral plane thing, yeah, that's very real. you know but if you have watched the movie and you can relate to it, you will definitely be able to dissect it. Of course, everything we watch is subliminal, but with this particular movie, they just put everything right out in the open to at least get the cogs turning in your mind, to make you want to question, some of the things that we do. And a lot of the most important part too, when dealing with Doctor Strange had to redeem himself from his ego. Because believe it or not, that was like one of the main things that really hindered him in his healing process. Although he was very intelligent, he just didn't understand that, when you come into certain levels of spirituality, even when you're dealing with the ancestors, they will choose you. It's just that in this particular moment, the master teacher, the ancient one, she was just basically letting him know that you're chosen to do certain things, and you can't get caught up in the mundane things. Like, you have to really go within when it comes to healing yourself. And we all have that ability to heal ourselves. And it's just basically saying that we have to stop relying on modern medicine for everything, because they basically will sell you drugs You know, like the pharmaceuticals are the suppliers and the doctors are the drug dealers. You know, and if they can tell you that you're sick, you know, if they can't isolate any type of disease, but they can tell you that you're sick, your mind is going to do what your body is telling it to do. So you have to override that. Like, your mind is the motor that's in full control of what your body does. But we have become so manipulated and so dependent on these industries that we forget to rely on ourselves. You know, we have the power to heal ourselves. We have the power to heal each other. You know, a lot of those things can be done through Tantra. Some of it can be done through visualization. They talked about visualization a lot in that movie, you know. And if you've seen the video that Terrain and myself did recently, we talked about visualization, imagination, you know, like how you create through those methods, you know. So that video is a full confirmation of how we can create so much if we just tap into our imagination, if we tapped into visualization, if we tapped into our own power of what we're capable of. I don't think that we would complain about, you know, like half the things that we really complain about, you know. But just having the knowledge that we can really, you know, like manifest, we can really heal, we can do so many great things, that we would be able to take ourselves out of oppression, basically, you know. So if we take the concepts from that movie and dissect it and take it upon yourself to do a lot of um, things that we just haven't tapped into, you know, now is the time. You know, I think that that was a clear indication that it's just time to tap into your divine self, you know, and realize that you are seriously powerful, more powerful than you have yet to perceive, you know. So it's time to um, get off your ass and do what it is that you got to do, whether it's healing yourself, whether it's healing someone close to you, you know. It's just our way of thinking is so mundane and so degenerate, you know, not to um, diss nobody or anything like that, because that's not my intent. But we degenerate in our thinking because, you know, like I've said before, we focus on so many of the calamities and the trauma and the drama in our lives that we don't take a moment to think about the opportunities or the possibilities that man has to go to the next level with. So if you haven't seen that movie, I would suggest that you go check it out. You know, if you're open, if your third eye like vibrating on high, you're going to see a lot of things that bring confirmation into your life. I think that people shouldn't make excuses or anything of the kind after seeing that movie. That's just how dope it is, you know. So check it out. Leave me some feedback on how you your thoughts on the video. You know, if you have any questions, inbox me. You know, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, as I will be placing more videos in the future. Definitely check out our website, oudofroyalbloodline.com. And, you know, our metaphysical website, sevensagemetaphysical.com. You can also, you know, get spiritual readings. You know, like, we're not on that commercial shit where, you know, people give you fake fortunes or anything like that. We just want to give you the truth and let you know how you can move properly. You know, some of them spiritual readings are geared towards you unlocking your fullest potential on your path of seeking knowledge of self. Because at the end of the day, it would be a waste of time to manifest here and know all things about the world and don't know nothing about yourself. Until next time, I will talk to you guys later. I'm Kimmy. Like I said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. check out our website where we have this new oud, you know, that we just put on the market. We definitely have a half off sale until Monday. So I will be seeing you again soon. Peace and hashtag love is the law.